Welcome to episode 5 of Heal Only Run. The rules are simple. We're trying to beat the whole game with only healers with minimum item level and no echo. If you want to join this challenge, stay up to date on my Discord, which is in the description, and stay on the lookout for my YouTube and Twitch streams. Our team composition for this attempt was me and Caleb playing White Mage, Hannah playing Astro, and a rando from Party Finder that ended up going Sage. And my reasoning for this team composition is mainly to do as much damage as possible. Our sacrifice the Sage for another White Mage, but sadly the shields are just necessary, especially in this dungeon. So 2 White Mages will be helpful for the final boss, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. This will be a different format in comparison to my usual videos where I won't be narrating as much, and we'll have more of the gameplay playing while I'm commenting while playing. Give me feedback if you like this format or not. Alright, let's go. Man, it's been a hot minute. We've been stuck in this dungeon for a good while, and honestly, if you know this dungeon and you know why it's been such a hassle for us to get through, you will understand. You'll know exactly the wall that we're talking about. But the thing is that there's another secondary wall in this dungeon that some people don't really think too much, because you don't really like, it's a lot less of a problem. Just because in normal mode you can just not respect the mechanics of the second boss of this dungeon, but with 4 healers you actually need to coordinate and actually actively strategize with the entire party to properly do the mechanic, because if you do not respect the mechanic, it's an entire wipe of the party, which is an insane thing to think, that a boss can be such a massive change on difficulty that in normal mode you don't even bat an eye, and then healer only you'll wipe if you don't respect the boss, which is very funny. It's not like we haven't had that happen before. In the very second episode of Healer Only Run, we had a boss in what was it? Endapor Keep, I think it's called. Endapor Keep, the normal one. Dude, the very first boss of Endapor Keep is one of the nastiest bosses that we had to deal with in this challenge, honestly. It's like, that boss, the Mind Flayer, is one of the nastiest bosses that we've dealt with in this challenge, and it's crazy to think about, because that's a boss that you usually kill in like 20 seconds, which is just funny to think that can be such a different experience between, normal mode and then this challenge in comparison. But yeah, the Mind Flayer and... oh god, I should not aggro multiple. The Mind Flayer is just brutal. And I honestly really do recommend people to do Endapor Keep with this difficulty with 4 healers and really try that boss. Because it was a very enjoyable fight, mind you. It was a very enjoyable fight. A very tough fight, but very enjoyable. Which is something that I've found myself saying a lot throughout this entire challenge, is that, oh yeah, this dungeon is very boring when you get it normally. But then you do it with healer only, and then it becomes a fantastic dungeon. And one fantastic example is that Halatali Hard is unironically one of my favorite dungeons in the game. And the sole reason behind it, it's because of Healer Only Run. It's such a fun dungeon. Oh, actually, it's the first boss. It's not the second boss, it's the first boss. I'll take the left then. So I guess kill him and that's good. I do not know who will be in aggro, but I should oh yeah! Void Blizzard is a tank buster, right? I need to be careful. I do not want to take aggro by accident. Wait. We're dealing too much damage. I think I didn't I think I didn't turn on the difficulty settings. Because we're dealing too much damage to the first boss. The boss should not be dying this fast. It's fine. I forgot to apply the settings. So we're back here. And now with the proper settings on, you can already tell the difference on the difficulty. things are taking a lot longer to kill, and they're hitting a lot harder. We have a perfect management of ads right now, which is fantastic for what we want. So we're gonna be trying the first boss once again. Actually, never mind. I don't really need it. Perfect. I do not want to take aggro away from Calum. So I need to be very careful with the amount of damage that I do. The problem is that the tank busters here are unsurvivable unless they have a shield. We wait for this ad to respawn. Because we want to keep them on the corners of the arena. Because if the skeletons overlap, if they die too close to each other, it's a big problem. Because if they overlap, they will spawn a very strong skeleton that will just straight up wipe the entire party. And they just cannot be tanked. It just cannot be tanked. So it is my duty to manage the ads and kill them on the corners. We want them furthest away possible from the center of the arena. Come here. Oh my god. Come here. Oh, this is very dangerous. Okay, cool. Oh, everybody was sitting on that. Oh, this is actually not good. That is too many skellies. Oh, damn. Will that hit Calum? It did. Okay. I'm pretty sure the limit breaks have actual range and stuff. Come here, dude. Come on. Void Blizzard, so Calum is gonna die. I'm trying so hard to get that. I just can't. I just can't, sadly. Oh, that is too many skellies in one corner. Okay. Well, one of them died too early on, but hopefully that's not enough for it to become a problem. Sadly, Hana is dead. The boss can be stunned, which is good. That is unsurvivable with proper shields and mitigation. I think that would require a Caracoli, a shield, and the bowl car for you to even manage to survive that. But so far, things are looking good. All things considered. The main source of damage that is happening on the boss is generally just dots. Most of our damage is going to the ads and managing everything. Everybody's doing a fantastic job just adapting on the spot when they realize that they have an ad. Especially when they're tanking the boss as well. I don't have mana actually. I'm actually just kind of tempted to try and kill the boss here. Oh, the big skeleton got spawned! But it's fine! Kill it! Oh my god. That was very close. That was very, very close. But we managed to pull through. That boss is fun. That boss is fun, but can get really messy really fast. Very, very fast. So this is going to be a very interesting and spicy pull, if I remember correctly. So we have to grab this guy, and I think that 3 other mobs will spawn or something. Ow. Or maybe, actually, wait. That's what, 3 enemies? Oh, yeah. Okay, this is better. Because the other attempts, we always aggroed the big guy, and that was always problematic. Handling 3 enemies is our maximum. Or not really maximum. The maximum capability of our team to handle a mob pool is 4 for sure. Because that way we can spread the aggro between 1 enemy per party member. But the comfiest place for us is genuinely just us having 3 enemies, because that gives one of the healers just time to actually just help everybody. In this case, Hana is our true support of the party. So if Hana does not have an enemy that she needs to worry about with aggro, the better, because she can just defend the entire party with heals and stuff and cards, which is great. Oh dear. Oh, we have multiple enemies. Oh, this is not good, actually. This is actually not good at all. Now we have 4 enemies here. This is gonna be, actually, I think we we're managing the aggro right now. I think everybody's tanking one enemy at the very least, which is good. I'll leave like some holies here and there so we can like mitigate as much damage as possible. That's the only mitigation that the white mage can bring to the party, is like being able to stun enemies from time to time. An invaluable mitigation skill, by the way, because you can use that against bosses and keep them from using their strongest kits. But sometimes some bosses are just immune to stunning, which is awful. And I'm sure that'll be a very nasty thing to deal with in future dungeons, as most bosses will be immune to stunning, I think. So hopefully that won't be the case. Only handling 2 enemies. These Manor Imps can be kind of scary because the magic damage that they do is pretty powerful, all things considered. I need to do better at putting a dot on every enemy. There we go. I guess I'll try to take care of the Manor Sentry. Whenever, as a white mage, whenever you use Presence of Mind, that's pretty much you guaranteeing that you're gonna get aggro from that enemy. Oh my god, this guy hits hard. Because the DPS that you gain with Presence of Mind active is so insane that you're just guaranteed to get aggro, regardless. That's why most time than not, if you're playing white mage, you're usually the main tank, even though white mage is probably the worst main tank that you can have in healer only. If you want a main tank, you really do want like a sage specifically, because sage is just so good with the instant shields and everything, and being able to heal themselves with cardia is just too valuable. Scholar can also do that, but it's not as good. All right, no real tactic for this one. It's like just normal mechanics that you just need to dodge. Oh my god, he hits very hard though. I do know one thing is that later on the boss will spawn an ad that needs to be tanked. But I don't remember how bad that ad is specifically. This is also another very fun boss. In all honesty, most bosses are really just fun in general. Can't this guy be stunned though? He cannot, he is immune. That's the type of thing that I deal with, that I was talking about earlier. A boss like this not being able to be stunned just removes major potential to just like for mitigation. Something that is also incredibly valuable as a healer and your main tanking is using short cast so you do not get your attacks cancelled, especially your heals. Oh my god, that was like a nasty burst of damage that happened to Caleb. I'm glad that I used my benediction there. His tank buster, his attacks are pretty damaging, but he does not attack fast enough for it to be an actual problem, if that makes sense. But like Abyssal Swing deals a lot of damage and his auto attacks also deal a lot of damage, but he just does not attack frequently enough to be a problem. Here comes the ad again. Oh, damn. Okay, cool. We do have a limit break ready. Damn. Oh, it's that portal like shooting orbs. There you go. I guess as long as the ad is alive, these massive raid wides will keep... well, not raid wides, but these AoEs will keep happening. And if you're main tanking and you just get hit by one of those things, it's just nasty. Get some free healing going. Because that's what the limit break is. It really is just free healing to save up as many resources as you can. Because that's what this challenge really is just a battle of resource management. But there we go, we got it. Now we need to head to the third boss. This is going a lot smoother. A lot smoother. But the thing is that my team, aka Hana and Caleb, do know how to handle the very first boss. Which before, when we were doing this for the first time, it was not smooth. We were actually stuck on the very first boss for a very long time, managing to like how we're gonna be dealing with the skeletons consistently. That's when we figured out that killing them on the corners of the arena is the best way to handle it. Because trust me, even though this dungeon is going very smoothly right now, it is not as easy as it looks. It really is not. But with enough practice, anything ends up looking a lot easier, which is good. You know, it's good. With practice, things become easier. That's what we should strive for. I don't really have much of like a how do you say it? Much of a pattern to my holies. I sometimes just use a holy just to keep them from attacking for just a little bit. Not really to keep them from like doing a specific attack or something, but just for them to not attack for a few seconds. It also helps with people just adjusting properly. Nice. I know that this upcoming pull is very scary because I guess I'll aggro that guy. Now, can this guy be stunned? Yes, all of them can. That's good. Okay, good. Now this here is very scary because this guy right here is a problem. I'm fine with taking aggro, and now it's a 4-man encounter. Just like that, Hun is dead. Things can just get out of control just that fast. And we're just dealing with 4 enemies now. It's actually 5 enemies. Now that I'm looking at it. This is actually kind of scary. Okay, I think I can tank 1 more hit, and then I'll need to use a benediction. Never mind, Hunter coming to the rescue. Holy crap. Insane gameplay. Oh boy. Big Spire card. Benediction! Let's go! Oh my god. Well, it was bound to happen, but now we have 4 enemies. That's why everybody died so fast, is because we were actually dealing with 5. That becomes a lot more problematic. Can I grab 1 enemy? I don't know. Maybe I can, actually. Yeah, there we go. Sad that the Medica 2 did not reach Hana. Everybody dealing with their own enemy. Hana is free, which is good. Hana being our main support. Being free is just incredible. Really lifts massive burden from all of us. Because me and Caleb, as much as we want to support and help, White Mage at level 50 is the worst at healing, or supporting more like. Just because you need to stop and cast your heals. Every single heal. The only GCD that you have is a benediction. But otherwise, it's just nasty. Alright. So this boss is going to be very interesting. The whole gimmick of this boss is that the boss will spawn ads that need... Oh, yeah, let me refresh my food. Yes. The ads need to be killed. Otherwise, the boss will just one-shot you. Will wipe the entire party. Usually, in a normal group, you kill the boss too fast that you will wipe just because you're killing the boss too fast. But this time around, we're killing the boss. We need to kill the boss. Oh my god, I actually survived that. Holy crap. Raid food coming to the clutch, dude. That was great. But yeah, the ads need to be at least below 50% to make the raid ride that the boss will do actually survivable. And the boss will do ads like 3 times, I'm pretty sure. This being the first wave. Now she'll grab it. She does have a pretty nasty shield because of that ad. So we need to break it. Another Void Thunder 3. With Raid Food, it is survivable. But the Void Thunder 4 is not survivable. Unless you get some meaty shields like Sage and Spire shield together, maybe. But even then, I doubt it. I just used a Swift Cast. Oh, that is actually not good. Now I don't have a Swift Cast for a whole minute. Big crit shield. Now, can the boss get stunned? That's a good question. No, the boss cannot, but they can. Unfortunate. Right. I think one of them is below 850. Now this ad needs to go down. Good. Okay, cool. That is just unfortunate. Woo! I'm just so happy that I got a, oh, yeah, this is not good. Yeah, this is a reset. 3,700 damage. 3,700 damage. That is unsurvivable even with a crit shield. There's no way you can survive that. Even with a crit shield, I don't think. Maybe with a crit shield and a Spire card. Maybe you can survive. Okay, okay. You can maybe survive with a shield, a Spire card. If you have Caracoli from the Sage and the Bowl from the Astra. Maybe you can survive a Thunder 4. But then you can probably die for an auto attack because right after the tank buster, the boss will just use an auto attack, so. We can only hope that Kaelin can survive long enough till one of the ads is dead. Big benediction right there. Perfect. This is actually perfect. And now we get this ad. She does have one more ad that we need to worry about. But yeah, now she has Void Thunder 4, which is just unsurvivable. Just straight up. I don't think we can do anything about that Void Thunder 4 either. Well, I guess I'll get that. Yeah, that's the problem with this new ad, is that the new ad will actually will shoot tank busters as well. I'm dead here. Yep. We need to get this ad below 50% at the very least. And I do not know how much time we have left. Now she's doing it. We can maybe raise cheese? I think Hana could have actually survived. We might be able to raise cheese that fight, that phase. Come on. I think this is a rest cheese. Absolutely. Okay. Okay. And this is the problem with White Mage. I need to stop moving to cast a heal, and that will just kill me. If it was Hana, if it was Zinnia, they have instant heals. They have like OGZDs to immediately heal themselves. I had my benediction on cooldown, so I couldn't do it. But that is absolutely the strategy. But I need to have my swift cast up. I need to have my benediction up. I need to have all of the things. I cannot believe I managed to get that. I messed up. I used a swift cast there. I used a swift. I messed up. 1 minute without a swift cast. We might need to play for... If we can get a double res, it might actually be good. Like, genuinely. Yes. Okay. Unfortunate that we rest the same person. Do you have benediction? Or is this the same issue that... Oh! Oh my god! Okay. It's doable. Come on. That is so unfortunate. That is insane. She does Thunder 4. She does everything. She does everything that just instantly kills everybody. I'm lucky that you didn't have Swift. It wasn't lucky that you ended up getting a tank buster right when you got rezzed. I think that's death on kill him. Oh, big. I think that. Okay. It's fine. That goes through invisibility. Damn. 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 She just decided to kill Hana. She just decided to kill Hana there. And it went through invisibility. So, yeah. This boss is quite insane. Trust me, I have attempted multiple team compositions like 3 white mages and 1 Astro, 3 white mages and 1 shield healer, 2 white mages, 1 Astro and a scholar, all 4 healers, and a few more others. This dungeon is insanely brutal, and it feels like we are always so close to the perfect team comp, but those tank busters completely delete our MP bars. I'm a little bit sad that we couldn't beat Hawkman or Hard, but it doesn't mean that I have given up on this. I'll be putting a pin on this dungeon and returning to it in the future. Maybe with a combo for Astrologians, we can maybe brute force the boss with lightspeed reses, but who knows. If you have any ideas on how we could maybe beat this, let me know. Hell, if you feel like you can beat it, do it. Let me know what strategy you end up going with. This video was supported by these wonderful people: Vardis, Ultrax, Rizu, and Zirin. Thank you so much for the continued support. You guys make these videos possible, so thank you. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more of these challenges. Discord in the description if you want to be part of these challenges, but for now, I'll be seeing you in the next video.